Have you ever said yes to something even when your mind was screaming no? You agreed to help, accept plans, reply instantly, and do favors, but later you feel tired, irritated, or angry. Not at others, but at yourself. If this sounds like you, you're not weak or lazy. The truth is, people who can't say no are usually trained from childhood to be good and obedient. They learn that saying no is rude, selfish, or wrong, so they start pleasing others to avoid trouble. Many of them fear rejection and believe that if they refuse, people will stop liking them, judge them, or leave them. That's why they keep saying yes, just to feel safe and accepted. People who can't say no also connect love with approval. Deep down, they believe that if they are useful, people will value them. They become the person who always adjusts, always sacrifices, and always tries to keep everyone happy. But the biggest reason is guilt. They feel guilty easily and take responsibility for other people's emotions. If someone gets upset, they blame themselves. If someone is disappointed, they feel like they failed. They also avoid conflict because they hate arguments and tension, so they agree quickly even when they don't want to. Over time, this creates hidden resentment because they keep giving and giving until they feel used and drained. They smile outside but feel exhausted inside, and one day they either explode or suddenly disappear from everyone. The truth is, people who can't say no are often highly empathetic and emotionally sensitive. They notice small changes in others and feel other people's pain deeply, which makes them kind. But it also makes them easy to manipulate. They confuse kindness with self-sacrifice, and they don't know their boundaries properly. The solution is not becoming rude, but learning to say no calmly. You can say, "I can't right now," "I'm not available," or "I need to think." Because saying no to others is not being selfish. It is respecting yourself. If you can't say no, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means you learn to survive by pleasing. And now it's time to be kind without destroying yourself. If you can't say no, it's not just a habit. It's a survival pattern. Many people-pleasers don't even realize they are doing it, because for them, saying yes feels normal. They automatically put other people first, even when it costs them their peace, time, sleep, and self-respect. The reason is simple. Deep inside, they are afraid that if they stop being helpful, they will become unimportant. They start believing that their value depends on how much they give. That's why they keep over-explaining, apologizing, and trying to be nice all the time. They don't want to be seen as selfish, so they keep saying yes, even when they're already exhausted. Most people who can't say no also have a fear of disappointing others. Even a small reaction like someone's silence, attitude, or "okay" can trigger anxiety inside them. They start thinking, "Did I hurt them? Did I ruin the relationship? Will they hate me now?" This happens because they often grew up in an environment where love felt conditional, like they had to behave perfectly to be accepted. So as adults, they still chase that same approval. And because of this, they attract people who take advantage of them. Manipulators and selfish people love kind people-pleasers because they know they won't refuse. They know they can ask again and again, and the people-pleaser will still feel guilty for saying no. But here's the most painful part. People who can't say no slowly lose their identity. They become so busy managing other people's needs that they forget what they want. They don't even know what they like anymore. They don't know what they feel. They don't know what they need. They just keep adjusting. And when they finally get alone, they feel empty, tired, and emotionally drained. They start thinking, "Why do I always do so much for others, but nobody does the same for me?" And that's where the anger comes from. Not because they are bad, but because they kept abandoning themselves for too long. The real healing starts when you realize something important. People who truly love you will not leave you just because you said no. They will respect your boundaries. They will understand. And if someone gets angry just because you didn't say yes, that means they didn't love you. They only love the benefits they got from you. Saying no is not rude. Saying no is not selfish. Saying no is self-respect. And the moment you start respecting yourself, your life becomes lighter, your mind becomes calmer, and you stop feeling guilty for simply choosing your peace.